What's up, family? Well, I'm out here walking a paved trail. You can see right behind me. Yeah, it's early in the morning, but I'm doing what I need to do. Welcome to Undefeated Lifestyle, where I live an undefeated life, and I share my life with you, only to motivate you to live your best life. Okay, guys, I'm continuing to live my best life right now. As a matter of fact, I'm out here hiking. Oh yeah, I'm out here hiking, and it's the fall. Actually, you know what? The fall is considered between September up until November 30th. So I'm almost into winter. As you can see, I'm dressed like winter, but hey, listen. But there's a few things that I'm going to go over in this particular on this video today, and that's actually like continue to stay in shape, and no matter what the weather is. Also, I'm going to talk about like some hiking essentials. So when you're going out hiking, in terms of what you should pack and what you need. Also, we're going to be doing a little bit of like scenic views and everything else, getting out here in nature, as you can see behind me. I mean, hey, look, today is a great day. So look, come on with me. We're going to enjoy our time, right? Let's get it. Guys, I mention quite often that, it's always great to get out early in the morning. And the reason why is because it's not always as crowded, or it's not crowded at all, But, I'm out here. I'm out here on my morning hike. And as you can see, this is actually a paved hike, that you can see right here. Because actually on the other side, I'm actually at Old Rope Mill Trail. That's where I'm at, guys. I have an older video about that as well in the summertime, but I never took this particular route. I think the reason why is because it seemed a little bit easier, and like I said, it's paved. But as you can see, I mean it's fall. You can really enjoy the scenic route. Let me show you a little bit behind me. But I believe that this particular trail or walk goes about 2.5 miles. So I'm gonna be making my trek 2.5 miles. And hey, look, it's all about staying healthy and also coming up with different alternative ways to stay healthy. Because sometimes it can get boring just going to the gym all the time. And I'm just not a treadmill guy. So this works out pretty good for me. But you know what? I'm gonna stop for a second because I want to talk about some hiking essentials, okay? Okay, so let's talk essentials, hiking essentials, right? Especially if it's in the autumn or you're actually getting into the winter months or so and you want to get on out here. There's a few essential things that I think that you definitely want to have. Of course, number one, you got to dress to the occasion, right? So as you can see, I have my hat on, and just this nice little polo hat, knitted hat. But the whole purpose of that is that you want to keep your head warm and also your ears warm when you're out here, right? And anyone, if you know, I love the shades, right? So I keep the shades on. I mean, of course, the sunlight, the glare, and I like to hike early in the morning. So considering that I'm hiking earlier in the morning, I think it's important and essential to have some shades. Then, of course, I have my gloves, right? So just to keep me warm. I think like even like a day like this where it's not crazy cold. When I say crazy cold, I'm talking like 20 degrees or something like that, but it's not quite like that. But so I'm okay. But I would say it makes more sense for you to come over prepared or have more equipment that's going to keep you warm. Then that way you could just kind of peel it off. You know what I mean? So it just makes it a lot easier. So talked about the gloves. You want to have that, keep your hands warm. Of course, just a really good jacket, and this is kind of like a windbreaker. I think it's a Calvin Klein type thing, but this works out well. I mean, it's going to keep you warm. Also, like what I notice is like once I get into my hike, I mean, it really is warming me up. And I just have to say, like, sometimes I get to a point where I'm like, okay, I probably could come out the jacket. But for the most part, if you're hiking in the winter, you want to make sure you do that. You want to keep yourself warm with a nice jacket here. Also, just as important is to have a really good backpack. You can see I have, it's a pretty quality backpack. It's a military tactical backpack, but that's essential where, obviously I'm packing my water. So I definitely want to have a water resource. Also at the same time, I have a towel up in there and a raincoat because you never know if you get caught up in the rain, you want to make sure that you're good in that sense. I mentioned about having some water. Y'all know Monster. Hey, if in terms of like this Monster tea, it's tea lemonade. It's some good stuff, but I definitely need that. Also, there's a few other things, and let's just talk about attire. I'm going to show you that in a moment. Okay, family, I had to come out of the jacket for a moment because I want to talk about attire, right? So for me right now, I just have a t-shirt underneath. But if you can look, I'm going to lower this thing down here a little bit so you can see. But I have these pants right here. They really, really come in handy. Plenty of pockets. It's actually lightweight, and I think also at the same time, it feels like it keeps me warm, right? It keeps me warm. Now I'm going to lower this down just a little bit more. Now, these are not the typical hiking boots. These are some polo boots, but it gets the job done, because I think the main thing, I'm going to lower this a little bit more for you guys, because I think for me, it's all about, of course, looking fashionably. Did I just make up a word?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
All right. Anyway, so all about me, like in terms of the fashion, in terms of polo, these come in handy because it's all about staying warm, right, and keep my feet warm and everything else. Actually, and it's rugged enough. But I would say having these essentials, whether it be the pants, whether it be the proper shoes. I mean, there's some different like hiking, like sneaker type shoes that you can get into, but this works for me. Bottom line is, you want to have something that's gonna, that you can rely on as you're taking a hike. Okay, guys. All right, we're ready to rock and roll. So I decided to put that jacket away because it's actually it's cool enough. I should say I'm warmed up enough where I don't necessarily need that right now. So I'm gonna continue on my hike, and I'm gonna enjoy my monster drink that I always, you guys always see me drinking. Whew, man, it feels really good. I mean, it actually warmed up a bit out here, and I just want to take the scenic route. And I just want to show you what I see, because I mean, it's beautiful out here. And also, I would say this: if you haven't already checked out, my previous video where actually I hiked here at Old Mill Park, make sure you check it on out. I'll put it on over right here. You can just kind of click on it, kind of go from there. All right, enough talking. I'm going to show you what I see. All right, let's enjoy it together. All right, looking good, feeling good. Where we at here? Green Prince. Okay, hold on for a second. Temporary end of Trestle Rock Trail. End of the trail? Are you kidding me? Look, I'm gonna tell you guys this. It ain't the end of it for me. Look at this. I see a path, so I'm rolling. Let's get it. We got to keep going, man. There's more to see. That can't be the end of it. Really? Wow, that's interesting. You know what, family? As crazy as it sounds and as it seems, this is actually the end of the trail. So, man, that wasn't nothing. It really wasn't. I thought this was going to lead me into something else. You can check behind me. I thought it was going to lead me into, another area that I can walk into. But I guess I'll stop for a little bit, show you what I see. But I mean, if I had it my way, I would go ahead and hike up that way. So I guess this was just a kind of nice little brisk little walk. Show you a little bit of the scene here. I mean, it's beautiful. It's autumn. Nice cool weather. Nice cool morning. So I'm enjoying it. But I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I guess I'm a little disappointed that I was going to experience a little bit more. I'm thinking I may go on over to the other side. And then of course, the other side is not paved, guys. So, but I think it's a lot more, I don't know, it's a lot more trail over that way. So I'm going to start backtracking right now, and, hopefully I'll be able to kind of get into another trail that I can show you guys. All right, back at you. Yeah, guys, fitness alternatives is the key. And, I've mentioned it quite a few times on this channel that, I mean, hiking has been my outlet. I'm just not a treadmill guy. I bring that up all the time, but anyway. Oh, okay, hold on. Let me take a look. Talk about scenic views. I want to take a moment take a look in here. Actually, I'm gonna try to go on down here. Hopefully I don't fall. I'm sure you guys will be entertained by that, but I wouldn't. Okay, so here we go. All right, take a look, man. Yeah, this is cool. I don't know what type of bird or whatever that is right there. Let me see if I can zoom in on it. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna tell you one thing. If you come over here near me, I'm out. Back up those little steps right there. All right. That's another crazy looking bird over there. I'm saying bird. I don't know what that thing is. I know it's huge. Yeah, fam, we are out here. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Let's take a look, guys. Yep. I'm out here. I gotta watch my step. I'm trying to walk across. That might not be the best idea. But I'm gonna try to bring you as close as I can to the edge. Let me back on out of this a little bit. And also for me, I know I burned some calories on out here, being out here. Again, I had to come out that jacket earlier, so. But yeah, there's always different fitness alternatives. This is one of them. Of course, I love the gym. I'll be back in the gym doing my thing. But I would say this, guys, it's getting closer to the holidays, right? So it's not quite Thanksgiving yet. Maybe by the time I release this video will be. But you got to think about that ahead of time. You know what I'm saying? If you have plans, to have your beans, greens, tomatoes.
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, chicken, turkeys, rabbits, you name it.
If you have plans on having that, then you got to work up to it. Meaning that you got to prepare yourself for it. So you have every plan to eat. I would recommend getting the gym now. Yes, definitely get in the gym now. So that way you won't feel bad afterwards, or it's not a huge hurdle. You know what I'm saying? After the holidays. Anyway, enough about that. Enough about food. Y'all know what to do. You got to get it, baby. All right, that was a nice little stop. Time to get on out of here now. See if I can find something else. Can't tell me nothing. Hold on, let me adjust it real quick. Yeah, hey, listen, guys, it's all about taking you on, a lot of my little trips and hikes and all that stuff like that. Take you along with me, so I invest in it. You know what I mean? So, sometimes I'm walking by and people are looking like, man, what is this guy doing? Little do they know that I have a YouTube channel, Undefeated Lifestyle, and also shout out to all my subscribers. And if this is your first time watching my video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Subscribe now, But they're looking at me like, what is this guy doing? But all I'm trying to do is, man, I'm just trying to share my life with you guys and just encourage you. Even as I say it all the time, live your best life. Get on out. It's never too late. And just try something new. That's really what it's all about, baby. Try something new. Even though that was a little short, though, in terms of that walk, it was nice. Oh, I just walked right by this here. Woodstock, rope mill. I mean, there's some history behind it. Guys, I'll try to pull up some history and roll a clip, so that way you can see it. If not, I'll just put some information at the bottom. But yeah. One thing I do notice is that when I was out here in the summer, I mean, obviously the river was a lot higher. So, maybe that has to do with all the rainfall and everything on else. But yeah, actually, when I look over here, this is the bridge, that I went over the first time. And there's a trail that goes like all the way back there. It's very scenic. Um, I don't think I'm going to be able to do that today. As a matter of fact, I keep saying I don't think. I know I'm not going to be able to do that today because my time is kind of limited. Because even after these hikes, I just try to still do my workout, my morning workout in the morning, and then also try to get back, spend a little time with the family. But anyway, it's always good to come on out and chill with you guys. Man, look at that behind me, man. Look like it look like I'm back on Mars. I say back on Mars because I have a video when I climbed Stone Mountain where I was like, hey man, I'm on top of I'll show it right here. But yeah, man, this is I'm enjoying it. Look like the sun is trying to come out. You probably can't see it from the distance. All right. Turns out to be a beautiful day, beautiful morning. I'm over here on the bridge. I said I wasn't going to take this hike on over here across the bridge, but you know what? That's what I'm going to do. All right, fam, just want to stop for a little bit. You know what? Also, if you got this far in the video, man, major shout out to you. I really appreciate the love, because actually, that's how things work on YouTube. And what I mean by that is that, like, it's more or less the watch time. So if you're watching throughout the video, I mean, it's really doing a lot to help grow the channel. So, so I drink to that. I appreciate you. So I just want to take a second, just kind of chat with you guys. Hey, listen, I just want to connect and just ask, how are things going on your end? I may have mentioned that or at least asked that same question before in some previous videos, but I like to know how things are going in terms of, with your life, health-wise, whether it be fitness. Are you traveling anywhere? Do you have any major traveling plans or things that you're doing or ventures? So make sure you comment below. I can just tell you in terms of the future of my channel, or this channel here, Undefeated Lifestyle, I'm going to continue to do more, right? That's what it's all about. I got some major plans. I continue to reference me jumping out of planes and doing all that stuff like that and skydiving. So yes, I'm going to do that. And also taking a biplane somewhere, I'm going to do that as well. Also, I got some surprises too. I got some real good surprises. And also there's some other people that I'm going to be introducing to the channel. I have other themes like Atlanta Drive. There's some friends and also relatives that are, they are characters, guys. When I say characters, I'm sure like when you get a chance to meet them here on my channel, you can be like, hey, listen, I got to see that guy again. Also, Traveling Ken, if you remember, I did a video with him, Emma Falls. We took a hike up that way, and also we went to a pumpkin patch. That was a lot of fun. So I mentioned Traveling Ken, so we're going to be connecting again. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and let it out the bag. We have plans to go to Arizona, so that's going to be quite interesting. And take a look at kind of the pictures there. Yeah. So he went before with his wife, and he had a good time. But he want to make it more of an adventure trip. So anybody who know me, I'm all about the adventure. So we have plans doing that. But anyway, it sounds like I'm rambling, but I really wanted to take a moment to kind of tell you guys in terms of what the future of the channel is and everything else. And also, of course, thank you. Thank you for following me. And, I'll just say continue to share my videos. And also when you make a comment, that all that does is just boost things in the algorithm. And so we're just trying to grow. So anyway, so I'm going to end this video like this. Hey, guys, you know how I end my videos. I'm living an undefeated life, only to share my life with you, to motivate you to live your best life. I want you to continue to live your best life. And listen, I'm going to continue to, share my life with you and just have a good time. All right. So I'll see you next video. Stay blessed as always. Peace.